Saladacult.com.br apresenta... Valendo, vai. Mais um.
Tá gravando.
Bora. Vamos lá.
E aí, tudo bem?
E aí? Você tomando cerveja, né, cara? Que merda.
Bom,
Eu tô esquecendo de comprar, cara. Eu ia comprar um vinho, porque eu dei uma maneirada nesse começo de ano em beber cerveja, mas assim, tô bebendo em ocasiões especiais. Mas eu ia comprar um vinho pra gente gravar hoje e eu acabei esquecendo. Tô tomando
tudo
água.
bem. Eu também tô tomando água aqui.
Isso. Fala aí, ó, temos um episódio especial
Sim,
de novo hoje.
Mais um daqueles...
A galera já tem o título do episódio aí,
Isso.
já sabe.
Já
né?
é mais um daqueles bacanas que algumas pessoas acho que talvez vão querer pular, né?
Certeza. Tem muita gente que vai
mas
pular isso
eu
aí.
acho que é legal você tentar escutar. Se você sabe um mínimo de inglês, eu acho que é legal, né? Sim,
Aham.
isso vai ser um episódio em inglês,
Sim.
cacete. É isso.
Yes, in English, in English.
Só que o melhor
É...
é que a gente não sabe do que vai falar ainda, né? A gente ligou pra gravar e a gente falou,
Não.
vamos gravar em inglês? Vamos.
Não. É. E aí a gente vê o que acontece, né?
Tá bom.
Ok, então vai. Thiago Messias aqui, Felipe Xavier. Oh, in English. No, Thiago Messiah here. Felipe Xavier. And this is the Best Life Podcast English version, number 2. So
hey, do you think
Man,
the
yeah,
listeners they notice because whenever you talk in another language, your tone, your voice changes, right? So
Yes. I don't know if the listeners are going to pay attention to this, but people have told me that every time, some people that always listen to me speaking in English, sometimes I speak something in Portuguese, they say that I kind of change. It's interesting because we do change our personality. I think when we are speaking another language, we assume this character of
I don't know if it's a thing of personality. I think it's because, for example, each language has its own sounds, its own ways of speaking. So we kind of have to change. We have to do different movements with our mouths, with our throats, with our everything, with our tongue. So
yes.
I think it's pretty normal to change it.
It is, because it's a completely different culture. There are different phonetics and pronunciation. So yeah, we have to. Maybe in the beginning it's hard because when we are learning, we have to force ourselves, force our mouth, our tongues to get there, to get to the pronunciations of the words. And then, for example, now we have some kind of experience with the language. Maybe with some words we force to pronounce the words, but I mean, for me, and I know that the same is for you, most of the time we don't force. It comes naturally because we are able to think in English most of the time.
I think the biggest thing, it's like when you start learning English or any other language, you speak that other language like you are speaking your language, It's like speaking English like you speak Portuguese, and it's different. The intonations are different, So that's strange.
How long? Well, so as we started speaking in English, we didn't start speaking in English, but this is an English episode. I don't remember if we talked about this in the first one that we did. I don't think so, but. Do you remember how old were you?
Are you having a
started
party
learning English?
over there?
Nah. Is it? I don't know, man. I disconnected my charger from my phone, and maybe that's
okay. So you can say how old was I? Yeah,
I'm jammy on the table. So, yeah, how old were you when you started learning English? Do you remember
think I was like 7, 8.
Do you remember? Well, okay. What year was this?
I don't know, man. When was I 8 years old? I don't know. In the 2000s? Yeah, 2000.
2000s. Yeah. It was around. Yeah, at this time, I remember I started like actually studying. It was like 98, 99 because I started. I got really curious about with songs. You know, I wanted to understand the songs that I was listening to, the films that I was watching. So I got this interest back then at this time around those years, 99, and then I remember I started alone with a friend, with my best friend, one of my best friends, Juliano, yeah, and around 2001, 2002. That I actually got into an English school, and then the rest is history.
I started being forced by my mom. Me and my brother.
Teenagers.
Me and my brother, we started together, and then it's funny because at some point I hated going to English school, not because of English, but because of the class. It was not very fun for me. But then, when my mom couldn't afford paying for English school anymore, she took us out, and then I started, Mom, come on, I like it. Don't do this, you know. And then I had to go.
Yeah,
I had to go solo on the learning process, you know, because yeah,
like Han Solo. Yeah, but it's just like the problem with everybody. We miss things when we don't have it anymore. Maybe we value things when we don't have it anymore. So yeah, it was a fun journey. I remember that I was extremely curious about the language, and I wanted so bad, man, to learn, to be able to speak. And Friends, the TV show, the TV show was a huge influence on my learning process. Friends was a teacher for me.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah. So the best teachers we had, right?
Yeah, the best teachers. The best teachers I've ever had in my life are called Ross, Rachel, Joey, Monica, and Chandler.
Muriel Bean.
And Janice. Oh.
Janice. Joey, it's Estelle.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Good old days. And yeah. So it's funny, man. We started this episode with no script, no nothing.
Yeah.
But you know me. I always have something up my sleeves.
Yeah. You're like a little magician, aren't you?
I'm a magician. No, what's that? How was that line that Joey's
preacher and an entertainer?
Minister?
Yeah, minister and entertainer.
Yeah, I'm a minister and an entertainer. I am a
minister.
Minister.
Yeah, we're just quoting inside jokes from Friends. Sorry, you guys that don't watch Friends, but if you don't, you should. Yeah,
you should.
But anyways,
do you think we would be able to do that project that we mentioned a few episodes ago about Friends?
Yes.
I don't know how we could do it. Maybe watch the first season and then we just start talking about it.
Yeah, we could make 10 special episodes, one for each season.
Okay, one for each season.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll develop more about this. But yeah, man, do you have any questions for me or anything that you would like to share? Because I have some questions now.
Yeah,
I'm the question guy, so I'm always up for it.
You know that in our
it's because there's with those questions there's always great conversations from them,
for sure.
Right? So you can always develop for
for sure. Actually, I do have. Okay. I just remembered that I wrote some things the other day on my notepad, and it's for these moments, you know. And maybe in another podcast in Portuguese that we do some other day, I can ask you the same questions for people that didn't listen this episode.
Definitely.
But anyways, right. Do I start or you start?
Yeah, no, you go ahead. You should
start. It's not much of a question, but I don't know. I'm gonna say it, and you think about it. What is a question or not? So I want you to name 5 people that you would take it to a desert island and leave it there.
Leave it there.
You know, 5 people.
I'm not gonna stay there.
No, you're out. It's like in this moment, like for example, I made this with my girlfriend. It was totally disappointing because she's too Christian, man. She doesn't like hate anyone, you know. And it's like, and I felt so bad. I was like, man, I'm a monster. Because if you ask me that, it's like 100 people comes to my mind, you know. So you have that, and then she couldn't answer, and I answered her like real quick. But
do you have your answer?
My answer just keeps changing, and because the world keeps spinning around, you know. So
days go by.
Yeah, days go by. So name 5 people that you would take to this desert island, and you would leave it there. People that, in your mind, the world would not gonna miss these people. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. I don't want to start any controversy here. I just want to say that that's my opinion, and maybe I can justify them or maybe not. It's I don't know. The chances are not a lot of people will understand. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe in the future. But okay, first of all, the first person that comes to my mind is Donald Trump.
This is it's too cliche, man.
Yeah, it's too cliche. Yeah, Donald Trump. That I'm gonna. Yeah, definitely. Another person that I would leave at a desert island would be. It has to be Lula.
Whoa.
Has to be Lula. Well, yeah. I don't like to talk about politics, but I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah, he and his crew were part of things that screw up our country. Yeah.
Yeah. I know that many people don't believe that these people did this. Or
they didn't do it. They didn't do it alone. I'm not saying that the other side didn't help. Yeah. You know, but all of them
everything. Yeah. All of those guys are fucked up. So might as well just throw them all there. Yeah. And well, politicians, I would have to say that the other guy from Korea or China. I never know. The Kwai one. I always remember when I want to say his name. I every time I say Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars.
No, Qui-Gon Jinn shouldn't. He should stay among us, along with the Force.
Sure. The Force is too strong with him. He wouldn't stay there. But yeah, what's his name? That crazy Meg.
I don't know, man. I never remember. I just know that he is the crazy dude from Korea.
He's Donald Trump, but Korean. He's a Korean Donald Trump. Okay, and 2 more. Man, I don't know. I'm too good.
Yeah, you're too Christian too. Man, I suck, you know? I say that I'm Christian, but I fucking suck.
Man, you started saying fuck. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's to tell you the level of, you know,
not low, Christian you
yeah,
are.
Not Christian. I haven't been. I have to pray a lot tonight, man.
I'm gonna pray for you.
God has to fill me because, you know,
but don't worry.
I've been filled with some other stuff.
Yeah, like beer now, right?
Yeah.
No, but I know the force is too strong in you, my friend. So don't you worry. Okay, I have two more. So you want to tell me while I think some for some more time?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like I said that when my girlfriend asked me, I was too quick to answer, but the answer that I gave her was not specific. Okay. I didn't say names. I said like kind of types of people, you know. I think I said one or two names. But anyways, I don't know if I can think of a name. Like I would totally agree with you about Trump, about Lula, about the guy from North Korea, about Temer, about all politicians, you know. I told her that I would take those guys because I'm a Christian, I go to church, I'm a guy that I'm involved with church since I was a kid. And then when I see people, you know, I don't even want to say names, but sure. When I see people using faith and using God to explore other people, like take advantage of people. Yeah, it's hard. Like sometimes I pray for them, you know, but it's hard, man. It's hard to feel like compassion for. That's why we're so, you know, shit. You know, we're a bunch of piece of shit because God he shows love for everyone, no matter how crappy you are. So it's kind of hard because sometimes we can't replicate this love, you know. And I wish I could sometimes. And when I see those guys like saying a whole lot of crap to people and people believing because they are in need of something. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's like I want to punch them in the face, you know. Yeah,
it's so complicated, right, man? Because we are humans, and
we are humans. We are humans, and sometimes we're dancers too, you know.
Are we dancers? I don't know. I don't know which one to choose, but. Man, still to this day, I don't understand that song. I can't understand that.
I do. Song, they wrote that song while listening to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. With a lot of LSD.
A lot of that shit. But man, we're filled with bad shit, and we are humans. It's impossible not to have those thoughts. And I don't know, recently, actually last week, I watched one of the episodes of Black Mirror, and I watched the whole shit, and one of the episodes, it's called, one of the latest episodes from season 4 now, it's called Crocodile. It's very impressive. I don't know if you watched it, but...
No, not yet.
The girl, she... in the beginning of the episode, it's her. I think it's I forgot her name now, but it's her and her boyfriend, and then they're driving and they're talking, listening to songs, and I think they are smoking some pot. They're kind of high, they're drunk, I don't know, and then they run over some guy, you know, and then in fear of people finding out, they decide to get the guy and just throw him in the ocean, in the river, I don't know. And then this is the first 5 minutes of the episode, and then it shows a few years later the girl. She's a big deal. She's she's a speaker. I don't know. She's famous, and she start doing anything. I mean, she start doing everything in her power to keep her like as a good girl. She start killing people, man, just to preserve her image, you know.
Whoa.
And I mean, she has these thoughts. It shows. The good thing about Black Mirror is because all of them, they are great actors. It's one of the beauty of the show. So it shows her having those thoughts of, oh, that person is a bad person, or that person will harm me or my reputation, so I'm going to get rid of that person, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to kill anyone, but, you know, we have those thoughts. We are human.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We do.
It's crazy,
yeah.
so...
Yeah. And it's like, and it's not only with those, with those big stuff, you know? Sometimes with little stuff, we hate people for nothing, you know?
Yes.
And that's why, man, like, that's why I'm a true believer in what Jesus did, you know? I know that some people don't, but
me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I truly believe, I truly feel a lot of what Jesus did. And I mean, I've come to understand people a lot more since I became a teacher, you know. The past 11, 12 years that I've been teaching, I've came to a point that you start talking to people all the time, all sorts of people, and people are different, and at the same time, we are nothing. I mean, we're worth nothing. We are susceptible for anything. We're nothing, man. We're just I don't know. We're nothing, and at the same time, we are the same. Yeah, we are all brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Whoa, we're going deep, man. We're going deep on this episode. You know, we're going philosophical on this.
Yeah, and it's funny. I can't express myself better in English. So it's crazy. It's crazy. I just feel more comfortable speaking in English than in Portuguese. I don't know. It's unbelievable. I spend most of my time thinking, reading, watching, listening English. So I think I should stop a little. I don't know.
What the hell? So you said you had questions for me. You can.
I do. I do.
So please,
you ready?
Go on. Yes.
Okay, so check this out. Pay attention. What do most people think about you that is absolutely not true? Take that for a question.
Easy. All right. I used to worry about this a lot when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm old, but when I was a teenager, I used to worry about this a lot. But today, I don't give a freaking rat's ass about it. But in the beginning, I heard this a lot from a lot of friends that I have today. That in the first moment, they thought I was like this. But people think I'm cocky.
Okay. Why do you think they have this impression of you?
I think it's because... All right, don't take this the wrong way, what I'm going to say. Don't think I'm cocky.
No, come on.
Because
I won't do it. But people listening might think that.
I don't... Yeah, they still might think that. But I know that there are some people that have a really low self-esteem about themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for that, because each one of us, we have something that we are good at, you know.
Sure.
We all have good things in us, and I think I have high self-esteem.
Yeah, you do.
So it's like I don't know if I let it glow this on me, and this comes out the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like if what I say sometimes it may look like I'm too sure of myself. You know, I don't know.
Well, I don't know what to say, man, because...
Yeah, did you have this impression of me?
I didn't, because when we met, honestly,
I didn't
have this impression.
I think for us didn't happen because of the positions that we were. I mean, you were a teacher and I was a student in that school, so I was kind of... when you look, you were kind of an authority in the thing that I was. So I don't know if you saw that, but for example, this happens sometimes when I'm teaching. This happens sometimes when I relate with people in music. So sometimes I do stuff musically, and then when I go and I find out the other musician is like thinking that I'm cocky because I'm showing some stuff that I know how to do it, but no, it's because I'm doing music and I'm gonna do the best that I can. So if this comes out cocky for you, I'm so sorry, but that's how I do stuff, you know.
I know that it's a great trait of a person to have something like this, because you have, like you said, you have a high self-esteem, and being like this, it can get you anywhere. It can get you to places easier than other people might take some time to go to. You know what I mean? So this is not a bad thing. I think it's not a bad thing if you. I mean, I don't think you are. I just see that you are confident enough. I mean, to speak your mind, to show what you like, what you think, if you like it or not, and like it or not, I've been in Kansas. But man, it's a good thing being like that, like having a high self-esteem. And I know a lot of people that they have low self-esteem, and it's a lot of people are like this.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy because it's like, I was watching a TV show. Please, people, watch it if you don't. But it's called Master of None. Is the Netflix original with Aziz Ansari. He's an Indian guy.
Man, and this guy, he people have been. I mean, these abuse things. You know, these things that's been happening. He's just been. Yeah, people are talking about him now.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I don't know who is and who isn't anymore. Yeah. I don't know who the real people that were abused are anymore, and the people that are taking advantage of the thing. So it's kind of hard. Yeah. But anyways, I was watching, and it's a really cool show, and they talk about normal people's lives and normal people, like I'm not gonna say normal because it's not the same, but ordinary people's lives and ordinary people's like conflicts. They talk about points of your life where you have doubts, where you have pressure, where you have to take decisions that are going to affect the rest of your life and stuff like that. And I was talking to my girlfriend because we started watching together, and then she asked me, because she's kind of like me, but she asked me, she was like, hey, do you think that there are people that are that insecure about themselves? Because in the show, they like the character, he gets to the end of season 1, and he does not know who he's going to be as a professional. He does not know if he wants to get married with the girl. Like he doesn't know anything. He's like completely lost, and he's almost 30 years old. And it's like when I stop to think about myself, I'm 25 and I'm not lost. And even when I didn't know what I wanted to do, I wasn't in desperation, you know?
Yeah. Man, I've been teaching for many years now, and I have contact with a lot of people, all sorts of people, and I see this very closely, you know, and the way I like to teach, my approach on teaching is not only teaching English, but I I mean, I like to, know my students. I like to get to know. I'm interested. I'm truly interested on their lives. So, and I like to talk. I like to talk about these things. That's why every episode I'm asking questions, because I really like to learn from experiences. A lot of podcasts that I listen to a lot of interviews, man, and I see this all the time. Most of the people are like this, very insecure. I can tell you that I am still to this day insecure, not as much as I used to be, but man, I know some fucking hard shit, like very bad shit. Mm-hmm. It's normal. Yeah. It's normal. Maybe it's because the way or the circle of your friendships or the people that you surround yourself with, you don't see this too much, but I see this all the time. It's normal. It's completely normal.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't want people to think that like I don't question myself, I don't have moments of insecurity or stuff like that, but it's like I feel that some people, and I don't know, I'm not a psychologist or whatever, but I feel like some people, they live in insecurity. You know?
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, no, I have moments, and then I solve that, and I move on,
Yeah.
Because it's not, man, there are solutions for stuff in life, you know? You just have to find it.
It's hard, so man, it's because, for example, I like to study psychology stuff, I've been doing this for some time now. I like it. And, man, our minds, it's crazy. And once you enter in a deep shit, it doesn't matter what. It's hard to get out, depending on what it is. So for example, it always comes to like traumas that you suffered in the past, and it is a real thing, and that's why sometimes people need some push. They need someone to help them, to guide, or maybe motivate. Not motivate, because I think motivate you have to motivate yourself, but maybe give you some light, some insight, some guidance. I think it's important, and we know there's a lot of bad shit out there, like people trying to take advantage. I see this all the time, but yeah, some people, they just go nuts. They lose their minds. They lose it because it's too much. And the world, man, today, if we see it, the world, if we stop to think, why are we alive? It's crazy. But it's normal, man. It happens all the time.
It's like, for example, I think one other episode that we can go through this if you want, but that there was a moment in my life like 3 years ago that I've been through some situation that I was like, man, what the hell am I gonna do now? Because I had all these plans, and then suddenly I went to bed and I woke up and these plans weren't there anymore, and these plans were like they were just shut, and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Because I was kind of building my life around that, and I don't have it anymore. So
overnight you lost it
and
all.
it's like, I survived, man, and today I can say that I'm way better than I was in that time, and I learned it, and it was like, it's cool.
Do you think that probably, I'm pretty sure that that's the case, while you were growing up, your mom brought you up, right? Because you didn't have your dad while you were young, so your mom was responsible for bringing you up, right?
Yeah.
So she probably got you strong, right? Tough, and being tough or not being tough. It's being real with you all the time and just teaching you.
I think it was a big part, and it was such an important part in our lives, because like I lost my father at a very young age in a very tragic situation, and but my mom never we have kind of a dialogue problem in our family. So when things are shit, we don't talk about it. We just let we just go through them and, you know.
At the motherfucking burn.
Yeah. And then the other day we're like, hey, and then like a few months later you'll say, hey, remember that time that thing happened? Yeah, but we're okay now. You know, and then we forget it, we hug and whatever, you know.
Move on.
So I think,
So but, it's a family thing, right?
Yeah.
How is it with your brother? Is it the same thing?
Yeah, like nowadays I talk a lot, like to my brother.
Yeah.
Things that weren't very usual in our adolescence and stuff like that. But nowadays I talk a lot to my mom. I talk a lot to there's more dialogue. But while growing up, we didn't have that, you know, because my mom was too busy trying to raise 2 kids and trying to survive, you know.
Yeah, working, making ends meet.
My mom used to get out of the house at 6 o'clock in the morning and come back at night, like at midnight.
Wow.
And, you know, because she was studying and working, you know, to provide us some freaking future. And I don't blame her because she didn't have time to talk to me about adolescence and stuff like that. It's like I learned, and I think she was the best mom I could ever have, you know.
Of course.
She did what she could, and I'm proud of her, and I love her, you know. So it's like, I know everybody goes through shit in life.
Yeah.
We just have different ways of facing them, you know.
Yeah. How old were you when you left your house? When you left your mom's house?
I was 15.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty young. I mean, considering some facts, it's a very young age.
Yeah.
You and your brother left at the same time.
No, my brother was younger than me, but he was in the same year. But my brother, he moved a few months before. Yeah, like he moved in January 2008. And I came to live with him in May of 2008. And my brother is 4 years older than me, so he was 19 and I was 15.
Do you think that if he hadn't moved to Berlândia, would you have moved?
Probably
not. Would you have left your mom's house?
No, probably not.
No.
But we could have, like today, while I'm 25, I would probably be living not with my mom anymore because it's like I would have moved out. I know that I would have moved out, but I'm not sure if it would have been here, you know.
Yeah,
I could have been like
interesting
anywhere else.
That's cool, man. Yeah, living and learning. We have to, you know, try to. I love talking to people, getting to know people, learning from experience, because everyone is different. Yeah, I don't know what you had been through. You don't know what I've been through my life. We never know people's stories. So yeah, it's important so we can learn from people, right? That's why I've always wanted to start this podcast. You know. All right, that's good. Good conversation, man. Before we close this thing up, I want to hear your answer. My answer?
Because you asked me, like, can you repeat the question? Because I freaking forgot. Like, we went so far right now from the question. You got me off guard. But I forgot what was the original question.
The question is, what do most people think about you that is absolutely not true?
Yeah, so to you, man.
Well, nowadays it is very easy for me to answer this question as well, because, for example, if someone meets me for the first time or sees me for the first time, the person would assume that I'm a very serious, hardcore heavy metal guy, and because my body's covered with tattoos, my full sleeve, my hands, my fingers. My knuckles. I have these gauges. I don't know how to say that exactly, but those gauges, I don't know. This on my ears, my earlobes, you know, just like alargadores, you know. And I have this beard. It's not long, but it's a short beard, and people might have this impression of me as
your
a
beard
serious...
is longer than mine now, by the way.
Yes, finally. But yeah, and I'm the complete opposite. I'm complete opposite, man. I'm very soft. I'm a soft guy. Soft inside.
I can tell you that was the impression that I had first time when I met you. But then I was like, when I got to meet you, I was like, man, this is the nicest dude ever. Because you're really nice and gentle and polite. You're that.
I am, man, and I am, and it's not. I don't force myself to do these things. I'm truly like this. So yeah, I'm the complete opposite. I'm very soft inside. I'm very understanding, and I like. Sometimes I lose my mind. I lose my patience, but I mean, who?
It happens. Come on, man! It happens to everybody.
But yeah, man, this conversation went so much better than I was expecting.
Went sideways, right?
But so much better than I was expecting, and what a pleasure! What a pleasure!
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thanks for your answers. Thank you for your time. I hope people enjoyed this episode, this English episode, and there's more to come. There's more to come. So much more to come.
Yeah.
Right. So people, send us email. I don't know. Send us email in English. I dare you to send us an email in English. I double dare you. And follow us on Instagram. And that's it. All links will be there. And that's it. That is it. Do you have anything else to say?
No, just that this podcast rocks. And these are our best lives, you know?
Yeah, I've heard people saying that our podcasts are their favorite podcast to listen.
Yeah, I heard someone saying, not going to say who it is because she's going to be here pretty soon.
Very soon. I hope she's ready.
But yeah, I hope she's ready. But anyway.
All right, my man. So it's been a pleasure. Peace the fuck out.
Out.